Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the end of a Golden State era. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. After a record-breaking loss to the Boston Celtics, they got their worst loss that they've ever gotten at home in a Steve Kerr era. And when you're looking at just 125 to 85 defeat by the Boston Celtics in your home arena, a lot of questions start to ring out. When you're thinking about Steph Curry and what he's done for the organization, for the Golden State Warriors, he's been phenomenal. MVP, NBA Finals champion, Olympian. He's done a little bit of everything for you. Been a great ambassador, been a great player, been a great person in the community. And now we're here. They let their best player, Golden State did, get old. They let their best player get old, and they didn't properly surround him with effectively young enough pieces to be able to, he's able to fix or either sit and help carry them into a next generation. When you think of the likes of Jordan Poole, they traded Jordan Poole. When you think of the likes of Kuminga, he is what he is. When you think of Draymond, Draymond's older. When you think of the likes of Klay Thompson, he's now a Dallas Maverick. You haven't properly fit pieces around him that's going to let Steph Curry thrive and let the team still be competitive in that process. Steph Curry doesn't want to go through another rebuild. He doesn't want to. At this point in time, he wants to be a champion again. He wants to have a threat to either be in the playoffs or either make some noise, and the Golden State Warriors can't provide that right now. When you're thinking about everything that goes into an NBA season, you're going to have games where you get blown out. It happens. But not like that. Not like that. You got to think, the defending champions beat the hell out of you. And you got to think, Porzingis, Brown, Tatum, everybody on the Boston Celtics is balling out, playing. It doesn't matter. They're shooting threes, hitting backflips, dunking, passing the ball, playing spades on the sideline. They're doing whatever they want to you. And even though Draymond wasn't there, even though you have certain people that weren't there, that weren't healthy, it wouldn't matter if they still were there. It still would have happened. So with this being said, you got to ask yourself, if you're Steph Curry, do you want to go down with the ship? Do you want to go down with Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors and crash and burn, essentially? Because there's nothing positive that's going to come from the remainder of the season. The Golden State Warriors have to hit the rebuild button, and they have to hit a hardcore reset button and get rid of Draymond. They've got to get rid of a lot of different pieces. So mind you, as good as Draymond has been to the organization, as everything he's brought to him, it's kind of time for him to go. Either retire or either go to another team. Because the cap situation doesn't match what they have. You're paying Steph Curry an absorbent amount of money, and people are paying top dollar to see you get your ass kicked. So you got to think about this. What's the likelihood of you making an in-season trade for Jimmy Butler and this improving the team? Not really. You can improve to what, the 6th seed, 7th seed, 8th seed? And that's not what you really want. You want an impact trade that's going to either help build the future. Steph Curry already said he doesn't want to mortgage the future. He doesn't want to be responsible for sinking the ship in the future just to get somebody there so he can play a year or two with them. So the likelihood of another Kevin Durant situation when you got a young gun that comes in and helps boost everybody is slim to none. It's slim to none. And you got to think, we've seen the best of Steve Kerr and what he can offer. Steve Kerr is not reinventing anything. Steve Kerr came in and won with somebody else's team. So therefore, we have to understand it's nobody coming through that door that's going to significantly help you become that better of a team in the NBA. There's not a trade out there that you can say, okay, we're trading this, and then we're bringing in this superstar, and he's going to help Steph Curry win another ring. It's nobody. So with that being said, you got to ask yourself, do you look at Steph and say, hey, Steph, you want to go to Charlotte? You want to go to someplace else? And you want to, how can we help you make a trade where it's the best possible package? We get a lot back, you go play, and you get to be competitive on the East Coast or either on the West Coast. Because the Golden State era, as we know it, is done with. It's over. There's nobody coming through that door in the trade. There's nobody coming in free agency. There's nobody coming through the draft that's going to put you in a situation where now all of a sudden you're back into it. Not in this draft. Maybe in 2 years or so, but not in this draft. So with that being said, the Golden State Warriors have had a great era. They've had a decent era where not only they come, show up, play, win championships, kick ass, do everything they wanted to do, but that chapter is closed. That chapter is over with. And as great as Steph Curry is, as great as he is as a shooter, those shots are starting to not fall as often. Those three-pointers are starting to clank a little bit. And as great as you are as a shooter, sometimes it's just not your day. And you've done everything you can do to be a great ambassador for the Golden State Warriors. You've done everything. You hit every shot. You hit every three. Wonderful highlights. But at this point in time, you got to ask yourself, as Steph Curry, do you still want a chance to play for a championship? Do you still want to keep trying to write your legacy? Do you still have basketball left in you that you want to play in a postseason? The answer is probably yes to all those questions. So with that being said, I wouldn't be mad if Steph Curry asked for a trade. I wouldn't be mad if they facilitated a trade to get him somewhere else. At this point in time, we've seen the best of the Golden State Warriors, and I feel like, it's time to hit the reset button, the master reset button on the Golden State Warriors. All you Warriors fans, get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. Please share this video in your sports group, on your Facebook group as well, and we'll see you on the next episode.